Hello everybody, today I'm going to be doing a quick Fury Warrior PvE DPS guide. Now before I do this, I do want to say that I've got two PvP two-handers, which is literally with the wrong enchants and everything. So this is like the worst possible DPS you can have. 10k, that's not what I'm doing, no. But, so yeah, just kind of disregard my DPS, this is how you correctly do it. So first tier talents doesn't matter, second tier talents you're going to want to go with Impending Victory. Just because, I mean, it's kind of like an on-demand heal, and, compared to Enrage Regeneration, this does get reset when you kill something. Then you're going to go with Stormbolt, because anything else is a DPS loss, unless it's a fight like, I guess, Beast Lord, where, every now and again those monsters are coming out, but I'll explain that later. This here talents doesn't matter, but you wanted to use Vigilance because of its raid utility, because you can throw it on the tank, such as fights like, Orgorger, when he does his Acid Torrent. Throw Vigilance up on the tank, pass your savings on to your range. Now this tier of talents does matter. You're going to go with Avatar or Bladestorm, it depends on the fight. Avatar if it's single target like Gruul, Bladestorm if it's multi-target constantly like Beastmaster. Then you're going to go with Siegebreaker because anything else would be a DPS loss. For Glyphs, you're going to go with Unending Rage, Raging Wind, and Heroic Leap. Heroic Leap doesn't really matter. Unending Rage just so you don't cap on rages often, and Raging Wind really buffs uh, your multi-target DPS. Also, you're going to want to go with Glyph of Mystic Shout just because it makes you look like a total badass. And with the rotation, you're going to have your Charge, your Bloodthirst, and a lot of the rotation is going to work on a priority system rather than 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. But Bloodthirst is always going to be the highest priority that you can have. Then it's going to be Execute as your next highest priority. Wild Strike, Raging Blow. That's your full rotation. And then you've got these off, the ones that you won't use as often. Siegebreaker, Impending Victory, Stormbolt, those moves. For your one-shot macro, I'll show you here. You're going to want to have your Recklessness, Avatar, 13, which is, I have a PvP use trinket on, so don't judge. And I have Cast Bloodbath in here just if for some reason I was using it, whatever. There really aren't many other, I don't really see any other particular macros you might want, other than maybe a Stance Dance, but that's kind of iffy. I have a Stance Dance for if I'm ever low, or if I'm in a fight where I'm about to take a lot of damage, I can switch over to Defensive Stance, and then pop Die by the Sword, and I think that reduces your damage by 50%, 55% in the upcoming 6.2. So that's the priority system you're going to work on, and I can top out at about 50k DPS is what I've seen with my item level and these weapons. But you can go as low as 18 if you're not getting good luck. With your stat priority, you're going to want to stat. Strength is going to be your most important. If it adds strength, take it, doesn't matter. If it add, and then crits is going to be your next most important. Then haste, I believe, until you hit 15% buffed or unbuffed, I don't think it matters. And then mastery. Those are your three most important talents, or not talents, stats, and you really shouldn't have to worry about anything else. I don't see why you'd have to take the choice over it. The enchantments you're going to want on your weapons, which until you're about 685, I believe, is when it starts to even out, you're going to want to use one-handers. It does pull ahead in DPS just by a few hundred, but that few hundred really can matter in a long fight. So you're going to want to use one-handers until about 685. Once you're doing Heroic, BRF, or Mythic High Maul, you're going to want to use Mark of the Thunderlord always. Mark of the Thunderlord always. I'm currently trying to get my second 671 hander, so maybe one of these days, am I right? And for your flask, you're always going to want to use Strength or Greater Strength. Potion, you're going to use Strength. Nothing else really should matter, and here we go. Oh. Also, I suggest you get weak auras. Mine's for some reason being weird here. and you want to always be enraged. Your Berserker Rage will activate your enrage for you if your Bloodthirsts aren't critting, which for some reason mine right now are not. There we go. So, I've got this weak aura here that's showing me if I'm enraged or not and what kind of procs I've got. I do have it moved over to the side, and for some reason it's sticking inside my shit because of, you know, my DBM will normally be in the middle. I don't know why it's doing that right now. I'm gonna have to fix that after the video. And, you know, for your AoE and all this crap. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. I'll see y'all later. Goodbye.